The Sioux Falls Police Department has added a couple new vehicles to its fleet.
Yeah, officers patrolling city parks and the bike path are now breaking in these new electric bicycles.
And Perry Groten finds out how the officers are adjusting to this new technology in tonight's Eye on KELOLAND.
Good morning.
Patrolling the Sioux Falls bike path is no walk in the park. It's a ride through the park.
There's not many patrol jobs or police jobs that are this for your office. You know, I don't have a desk other than this right here.
Bike patrols have been a regular summertime police beat for years in Sioux Falls. Only this time, officers are now riding electric bikes.
We've been riding them about a month now, and they're different than your regular bike.
The e-bike's electric motor helps propel officers farther with less of a strain than a regular bike.
With the pedal assist, or when you're coming up to a hill and you're like, you know what, I just don't feel like struggling today, you can just knock it down and it just gives you an extra push.
The e-bikes are so new, the decals are still freshly applied. There's also a period of adjustment for the officers.
So far, it's been a huge learning curve for us, not only for the riders and how they operate the bicycles, but also just what the capabilities are.
The battery life on these, that's probably the biggest adjustment, is just understanding how long you can ride these bikes. The last thing you want to be is all the way across town and run out of juice.
These e-bikes that the officers use have a lot of bells and whistles and sirens as well. With so much hardware on board, these things are pretty heavy. They weigh up to 80 pounds. So they're pretty tough to lift. Little help, please? Anybody?
It's a heavier duty frame, and it's not, for me, it's not as balanced on a as a normal tiny little bicycle that I'm used to. So when I say tiny, my bike at home is probably 30 pounds compared to this. So
the officers can cover more ground on an e-bike, and even though the motor helps with the pedaling, it's still a workout through the end of a shift, especially in the summer heat.
The other day we rode consistently straight for 5 hours, and then we took our first break. And I mean, it's just, you're done, you're drained.
Look, you guys each got a different one.
The patrol officers tend to draw crowds along the bike path, especially kids.
That's what we're there for. We're not there always to enforce laws. We're there to meet and greet, explain things, educate the public.
DARIN MARTYNA is an Edison Middle School resource officer who hits the bike trail while school's out for the summer. He sees similarities between the two jobs.
You're dealing with some kids out here on the trails, but it's in a different manner. In the schools, you're there educating as well. Teaching kids, learning from mistakes. And out here, you're kind of doing the same with adults.
The officers are getting an education themselves, navigating the learning curve of e-bikes in a mode of transportation that's a little off the beaten path.
How are you guys doing?
With Eye on KELOLAND.
Good, going to the park?
Each electric bike costs $4,500. Now, the police charge the bikes with specially certified batteries that comply with safety standards. There have been some cases around the country of some e-bike batteries catching fire, often involving uncertified or used batteries.